What up? I'm Thomas. People call me TJ. You can call me T. I got into music. I was a junior in high school, experimenting with a lot of things. And my friend group, we started freestyle rapping. And I just one night kind of took it to heart, went home and wrote a bunch of rhymes and stayed up all night doing so. And since then, that's just been like the main thing I've been interested in. That was, again, my junior year. I would say my favorite part about creating music is, or creating anything for that matter, is being able to take something straight from my day, whether it's a thought or a phrase or a visual, and just put it into a work of art. It's really fun and really, I don't know, it's just therapeutic to be able to draw from direct experience and make something that other people can enjoy as well. I would describe the music that I typically create as innovative, seeing as though I've not been taught much. I've sort of just been winging it the whole time, going off of inspiration and what I listen to. And I would describe it as honest and from the heart, relatable. Never really making music, or at least lyric-wise, never making music to please others. Two songs come to mind when you ask that question, one of them being Confessions, which was literally drawn from a direct experience, and I heard that beat, and I remember as soon as I heard the beat, I just started going off. Within the first 5 minutes, I have a video of the original process of me talking this is what I do when I first hear a beat and like it. So the whole process of creating that was amazing, especially the video with Jonas was very fun. And I also liked the process of At Least, just because of how faithful I was about it when it first happened and how long it took for it to actually come to fruition. And when it did come to fruition, all of the good energy that surrounded the song. So those would be my two favorite songs process-wise. The first song I ever created was with Charlie J, who used to go as Chuck Perp, and I was Trip Juice, and the song was What the Summer Has in Store. And my verse, I can recite a couple bars if you'd like.
Yes.
Chilling out in the back, smoking on sacks and ripping tracks, no looking back. That's our mindset, no time to fucking slack. Gotta make these racks comfortable on the beach, puffing on trees, counting the cheese, sitting back with young Charles, man, you know me.
Young Charles.
Yeah. That was summer 2016.
Nice.
In this basement.
Down here?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Throwing it back.
Yeah. What comes first, the lyrics or the beat, is a very subjective question. For me, if I had to say which comes first more often, it would have to be the beat, because I spend a lot of time listening through beats and humming to those beats and taking my phone out and recording a little humming session of me over a beat. And I'd say that's how a lot of my songs are made, but a lot of my songs are also made by me sitting in the car in silence and just thinking of a phrase or a melody, recording that to my phone, and then building a beat around that. So it's very subjective, but I would say if I had to pick one, beats come first.
Team beat.
Yes. What makes me unique as an artist is my ability to sort of improvise and just kind of, number one, make do with what I got, and number two, tell a pretty interesting and relatable story of a person who hasn't really had anything too crazy happen to them. You know, my story's pretty simple, but I feel like the way that I tell it is more intellectual and intuitive, and makes it seem like I have more of an interesting life, or more of an eventful life than I have, because I haven't had these crazy things happen to me, but I have had very high ups and very low downs, which allows me to be able to tell a pretty harmonious story, at least the way that I like to tell it. I would say that my main musical influences are when I started making music, it was like Travis Scott, Kid Cudi, and A$AP Rocky were like the three guys that I like really at the beginning of my musical creation career. I was sort of taking a lot of inspiration from, but I can say that I think subconsciously a lot of my inspiration comes from pop artists, because that's what I was listening to growing up a lot. Is like my parents were just putting on like the top hits, and I'm listening to like the pop artists like Justin Timberlake and just all the mainstream people. I feel like a lot of my inspiration comes from that, as well as the people that I actually listen to on a daily basis. Another very subjective question. I love telling my own story, and there's a season for, being solo and individual and telling my own story. But I also I actually gravitate heavily towards doing collaboration projects, and like there's been a couple collaboration projects that I've been a part of that I haven't actually put out, but it's always a blast working with people on a work of art that's either a song or something bigger than a song, like an album. I guess it would be not being able to do what I love for a living and ending up, working, because right now, it's like you work to fund our music. But to me, that's temporary. I want it to be that my music and my art and my creativity funds itself. I guess a big fear for me would be like having to really work to fund my music for the rest of my life, work in another field or in a field that I don't want to work in. Not a huge car guy yet. I like to kind of just play within my playing field, so I don't really do that much searching for cars, but I do like the Tesla a lot. I like the Lamborghini as well. Don't know which one, but I gravitate towards those.
They're all good.
Yeah.
You don't have to know which one.
Yeah. When I'm not doing anything related to music, it's usually kick back, meditate, do some yoga, qigong. I like doing things that make me feel connected to the universe rather than the internet or the external world. I feel like, being a musician and basing my career in business, a lot of my career in business off of sharing stuff with the masses and sharing stuff with others, it's important to take a lot of time for solitude and for self-searching. So I do spend a lot of my free time on that. I would say 75% of my free time on that. Thank you guys for watching my 90X artist profile. I hope you are enjoying tequila as much as I am. Go stream Quarantine Tapes on all streaming platforms. Link in my bio. Subscribe to 90X. Cheers.
Look me in my eyes and said she had a confession. You don't gotta hide, baby, say it with your chest. See me strutting by and treat me like a pedestrian. I don't need you, I know I'm nothing but a blessing.